Okay, so now we're on to the next set of problems for this car. All right, so we actually got the head all shimmed properly. Actually, everything was within spec because obviously stock cams, stock shims, everything. So worked out good. Just took a few days of jumbling things around to make it work. So we're good to go there. We got the head gasket coated with the copper spray. Now we got, like I said, we got the head gasket on. We actually got the head on it, got it torqued down. So now we're back into installing the cams. So here's how it all looks right now before the cams go in. And then we'll get back to it after we put the cams in, because the cams have a certain way, obviously, to torque them down, which, I mean, anything does with cam caps and everything, because you want to make sure that the line bores stay the same and things don't get tweaked. But one thing Toyota did do that I do like, other than their amazing torque spec stuff, is the fact that they actually do mark the cam caps, you know, intake and exhaust, and which direction and which number they are. So that, I mean, that's awesome, because you can jumble these things up and you can throw them right back exactly where they need to be. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out is I've had a ton of messages, you know, private messages and stuff from people from all forms of social media on this. This is not a how-to video. This is just a documentation of all the stuff I've run into being a first time tearing into one of these motors, especially for 1.2JZ and a Toyota engine. But number two, this is a revival thread. Like this car, if you guys remember where this thing started, now you see how much work we've had to do over the last 3 years to get it even where it's at now. And we're finally addressing the issues to make this a street legal, drivable vehicle again. All right, so the cams are in. They're all torqued down in their sequence. Seals are in, so now we can start putting these timing components on. All right, so we got the cams in, cam gears on, everything's torqued. I did notice that this fuel line right here actually had a hole in it, so I just went ahead and cut it, because I'm gonna actually clean and paint up these engine bay parts and everything as I go, so that way it at least looks decent when it all goes back together. Now the fun part is going to be able to try to source that fuel line, and I think it's just a regular, you know, fuel line up to the fuel rail. It's actually like it looks rubber, but it's actually got a hard plastic on the inside, and that's what was cracked. And as soon as I moved that fuel rail, I just heard it just start hissing and spitting stuff out. So we're gonna go ahead and source one of those, maybe even do a bypass on that regulator piece down there. So we'll have to see where it goes from there. The valve covers, they're gonna soak. I'm gonna clean them up, paint them up, and then we're gonna start getting this timing set up down. We're gonna get all this cleaned up a lot better as well. So that's where we're at today, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll have some more updates here pretty soon, because this weather is really starting to clear up. See ya.